guys, I swear we are going to get it together. Welcome to the Great Charles Adventure. This is now my third time trying to figure out my life and get this video recorded for you guys. I'm Natalie and this is my 34-week update. As you guys probably remember, if you're following along, in my last week's episode, I talked about how excited I was to talk to my OB about all the things that we've been going through as far as the pregnancy, pains, hip pains, pressure, all that good stuff. And so I had my appointment this week on Tuesday, and it went really well. We had a growth scan on that same morning, like right before I met with my doctor, and it went really well. We found out some interesting news. Our boy is actually huge. He is 7 pounds, 7 ounces. I know, huge. And measuring at 37 weeks and 6 days. So, needless to say, by the time he gets to 40, if he makes it to 40, we're gonna have a big baby on our hands. So I kind of have like mixed feelings about that because, you know, with Ella, she was always really tiny, and like, you know, at one point we had to like supplement with formula and whatnot. This baby, I don't really see that being an issue. He is growing and eating and getting it done in there because he's huge. He's ginormous, and I'm excited for a chunky baby, but at the same time, I'm scared to push out a chunky baby. So when I met with my doctor afterwards, we did talk about possibly doing a C-section. Right now it is scheduled for week 39. So in July, we will have our C-section. And, oh, there's my baby. Give me 1 second. So I have Ella here with me. She just woke up from her nap. So she is here with me for the rest of this video. Do you see yourself? Look. So yeah, we have our C-section. Basically, it's going to be in the middle of July. It'll be for Jeff's birthday. He said he wanted the baby to come out on his birthday. He's very adamant about that. And so right now we have it scheduled for his birthday, but we'll see if I can make it to his birthday because that will be some weeks from now. Like I said, I'm 34 weeks, so we still have like another solid 6 weeks before, well, I guess 5 because they're doing it at 39. But yeah, we have a huge little chubblub in my belly. So that kind of takes me to my next point as far as women and how we react to pregnancy and those around us. So how do I put this nicely? Women need to stop body shaming each other. I am definitely more body positive this pregnancy, this go around. Last pregnancy, I don't know, I felt very uncomfortable in my skin while I was pregnant. I did not have that big of a bump because Ella was always really teeny tiny, but I just felt weird because I didn't know how to dress this new body. I didn't know how to, you know, like I didn't wear makeup. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't do my hair, you know. So I didn't do things to like make myself feel beautiful. So today I went to Walmart with my sister and we were picking up some things like groceries and whatnot. And so this worker there, I'm sure she meant well, you know, but she yells from like across the aisle, like we were, you know, in the dairy department. So she yells from the other side and she's like, "Are you having twins?" And I thought to myself, I was like, oh my gosh, first of all, she's like yelling across the store. And second of all, no, I'm not having twins. I'm having one. Yes, he is huge, but that's his business and my business. So I told her, I was like, no, I was like, we just had, you know, an ultrasound and whatnot, and they said he's big. He's 7 pounds, you know. And she was like, wow, you must be due soon then. And I was like, no, you know, middle to end of July is when I will have him, you know. And she's like, wow, so do you get that a lot? And I told her, I was like, no, actually not really. Most people don't call me huge. Most people don't call me a train. But I think that with what she was saying was like, okay, yeah, that's a big belly and whatnot. But we as women really need to stop commenting on each other's body. Like I said, this go around, I'm a lot more body positive, and I actually don't care this time as far as like, because I didn't gain a ton of weight, you know. Besides the baby, I gained 13 pounds. And that's factoring placenta, extra blood, amniotic fluid, all that good stuff. So I'm not entirely worried about weight gain this go around. And for another woman to come in and make me feel as if like I'm this like huge, you already feel like a house. And for someone to come in and kind of like cement that idea, like, yes, you are a house, you are as big as a house, it can be a little bit off-putting, and it could be a little bit, you know, if you're not confident within yourself, it could be a little bit, you know, it could actually destroy a person if you really want to be honest. Thank God I'm not in that space anymore, but I have been in that space, and I would never comment on another woman's belly or, you know, pregnancy or anything like that. And I just want to say, I mean, like, it didn't affect me, you know, hardcore or anything like that. But I do want to say that we as women need to stop doing that to each other. You look beautiful. When are you due? That's, you know, even when are you due is a little bit pushing it, but you look beautiful. Congratulations on the baby. You know, that's the extent if you don't know me. And, you know, you would think that you wouldn't have to tell adults something like that. But in reality, you do have to tell other people, you know, like, hey, that's inappropriate, you know? And it's just a little bit frustrating because, like I said, if I was in a different space, that could have had a way different effect on me than it actually did. So that's kind of what I'm going through as far as, you know, the size of my belly and whatnot. I am still having the cramps. I'm still having a lot of back pain, but a lot of that I'm attributing right now to the fact that he is so huge. And you know, with Ella, she was born at 7.5 pounds. So he is pretty much to that point. And I'm realizing that, you know, that's, and if he's measuring at about 38 weeks, I didn't really get to that point with Ella. She was born at 37 weeks. And like I said, she was born at 7.5 pounds. So that type of thing I didn't really have to really deal with as far as like the intense back pain, the intense back pain and the intense hip pain and all that good stuff. I did have some of it, you know, but I didn't have a ton of it. So I'm just kind of attributing all of that good stuff to his size and how big he is. Yes, baby. What do you want? Are you hungry? No. No? No. So I am just attributing that to his size. As far as the contractions go, I'm just trying to stay as hydrated as possible. Florida is hot AF, and so just going outside, sweating, all that good stuff, moving around outside, you do lose a lot of water. So I'm just trying to stay as hydrated as possible to kind of alleviate the contractions. And also with Ella, I kind of realized that I didn't really know what contractions were when I had her. I'm only now realizing that now I understand. Now I understand. what contractions actually feel like, and even if they are Braxton Hicks, or because sometimes they are painful and I can feel it all like through my back and whatnot. Now I kind of realize like what they are and how they feel and what to do once I get them, you know. So that's really the extent of it. I haven't taken any Tylenol because I prefer not to, and I don't want to take it on a daily basis either, just to like alleviate pain. I would rather just, you know, try and get through it as best as possible. So I am pretty much just waiting it out. We are on baby watch though. I told my husband, I was like, you know, it kind of seems like we might not have also known when we conceived, because I was actually thinking about it. And now that I think about it, we could have possibly conceived earlier than I thought, and he could be older than I think. And the reason why I say that is because when we did conceive the second child, I was actually still breastfeeding. Oh, look at your hair now. You have my lipstick. Look. I was actually still breastfeeding Ella. And so I'm not entirely sure if we conceived him when I think we conceived him, just because my doctor said that when you are breastfeeding, you can ovulate at any point. It's not like a regular schedule as it would normally be, you know? So I was kind of thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, what if he is 38 weeks and we have him like in the next 2 weeks? So I'm officially on baby watch. I am getting ready. I am getting his side of the nursery done. I bought a diaper bag yesterday, and so I will be doing a diaper bag review, and then I will be also doing a what's in my hospital bag. I know there are a million out there, but I'm gonna do one too with my Itsy Ritsy that I just bought, and then you know, I'll kind of go from there. Hopefully he does not come the next 2 weeks because we're not ready, but we are definitely trying to get ready in the next couple of weeks. So, and I'm just trying to wrap up my business as far as like my job and whatnot, because I was definitely thinking I had more time than I actually do, and I don't. So I will be wrapping up the remaining, I will be wrapping up my remaining orders, and hopefully, Ella, I will be wrapping up the rest of my orders this week, and then hopefully, you know, I can start winding down as far as, you know, baby mode, and then I won't have to worry about, you know, like, I won't have to stress out about, you know, getting things done beforehand. So hopefully we can get it all done in the next couple of weeks and then just wait. So wish us luck. Thank you again for tuning in to our 34-week update. I am definitely working on a different camera. I'm trying to get a better camera so that sound and visuals and everything are a lot better for you guys. So bear with me. We will definitely be doing that in the next couple of weeks. But it might be put off because I might have my child in the next couple of weeks. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. As usual, I'm going to say subscribe to our channel, please, please, please. And definitely follow us on Instagram. I'll link them both below. But my personal Instagram with Jeff is at The Great Charles Adventure. And then my business one, if you want to follow along with my business, is at Pretty Peacock Paperie. And like I said, I'll link both below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.